Hello, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my amazing podcast 10 questions and a glass of champagne with Florin. Well, as you already are used to, we will not drink the champagne right away. So, Robin, a little bit of patience until the event. I know you will enjoy it. I will enjoy it as well, but I need to drive back home. So, that's kind of illegal in most of the countries. Yeah. So, for who doesn't know me, my name is Florin. I'm the CEO of Traffic Manager and one of the organizers of the Affiliate Expo in Milan. And with us, we have today Robin Devon Calandri, which is the CMO of Yaki Offi. Robin, welcome.
Hey, Florian, hi, and thanks for having me, and hi to everybody. What's up?
All great, all great. Nice having you, and thank you for accepting my invite.
Thank you.
I know that we have a public which is waiting for your answers to our questions. So let me explain you a little bit um, the the format of this podcast. So okay, but before we proceed, guys, like, follow, don't forget the small buttons over there. Help us grow. This small YouTube channel is small because we just started like this year with it, and we didn't create too much content. But with your help, for sure, we will be able to. So yeah, please like, follow, share, comment, whatever you want. Just engage with it.
Support.
Support us, exactly. So yeah, Robin, let me explain you in a few words the format of this podcast. Since I don't know if you saw any of the ones which we already had until now. The idea is to ask 10 questions of a total of 20. We will choose. We have a list. Basically, we have 10 which we decided. We came up with them, and 10 of them we took them from our community. We mixed them, and we got a total of 10. We have a total of 20 questions. We will get out a total of 10 questions, and you will have exactly 3 minutes to answer each question. We will have a timer, so let me share you my screen. One second. We have a small issue with Google Meet. Please help.
Yeah, Google Meet, behave.
Yeah, behave. We're also paying this subscription, so. Okay, so we have the Affiliate Expo website here, guys. Feel free to check it out. We will go to the podcast playground, and here we have this nice tool we will use to play in the next minutes. We will paste the questions here. We will pick up 10 questions, and you have 180 seconds to reply to each of them. Before we go forward, and I read you the question, Robin, you need to know that if I decide that one of your answers need a little bit more time because it represents an interest for the public, I will tell you, you have an extra minute, so go ahead. So you will need to, like, don't mind the counter and just proceed for another extra minute. Otherwise, try to keep it in the 3 minutes. Otherwise, I will need to cut you off.
Okay, no.
I mean, no, I'm joking. We will do it in a nice way. So, yeah, let's proceed then.
Okay.
Pause. Before we proceed, actually, I know that you girls, you and a dear friend of mine as well, Valeria, you have like a movement for girls in affiliation, something. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because I never heard. I mean, I didn't heard anything more about that in the past period. What are you girls doing? What are you cooking?
Well, that's a great question, actually. So we can call it movement. It's called Affimale. And I mean, you can understand it's between, affiliate and female, and we just put it all together. And basically, it's our goal is to empower women in the industry, women that are already part of the industry. Specifically, we're talking about affiliate marketing, digital marketing, e-commerce, social media, empowering who is already inside, but also who is looking at it from the outside and would like to dip the foot in the water. It's not, I would like to say this right away, it's not a way to separate men from women, okay? It's just a way to help a category of people that has its own specialties and has particular needs and particular struggles, and just help them to enter an industry where you can really achieve financial freedom, where you can really monetize on your talents, where you can really bring out the best of yourself. And also, like in 2024, like in the late year, in these years, being part of this industry also allows you to, create a family, be with your children. So it really gives you a 360-degree freedom. And we want women to know and to have all the support that they could ask for in case they decide to be part of it. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is it. And let me say hi to Valeria Pagano, my partner in crime. Love you very much. And thank you for giving me the chance to talk about this, because it's really, really important for us to get a word out there.
It's the only movement, let's call it like this, that I know. So I think that people should be, yes, encouraged to join the industry, no matter the gender or whatever orientation. So that shouldn't be a barrier for it. And I really liked the fact that you girls took it as a, let's say, as a mission to grab or to bring as many women in the industry as possible, because there are so many talented women around there, present in our industry, but even outside of it. I'm the one which, just to like, or as a side note, I'm the one which usually is choosing the speakers, for the event, right? So every time I have only men, I'm looking at the screen of the speakers and I say, what the heck? We don't have women. We need some women. Otherwise, people will think that we're against that. I want, because I know there is so much talent. And it's kind of hard to find those which want to come on the stage and speak in front of hundreds of people. I mean, you've been there. I know you since a while. We are friends. You and Valeria as well. Valeria Pagano, by the way, it's also the name of my Valeria, my associate, and which is helping me with the organization of the event. So she's also Valeria Pagano. Yeah, and this year we have people from companies like ClickDealer, like AdCombo, and even Red Track proposed a woman. And I really like that, because I also had, by the way, podcast with her as well. So in the podcast, we also try to mix genders, because it's nice to hear different approaches about this industry. So I like it. That's why I asked you to describe it a little bit, because whoever is watching right now, if they are not in the industry, or even if they are, they need a hand or they need some guidance, I'm sure that they can find it on your side. And by the way, maybe for the next year event, we can organize something where you girls can have a meetup inside our event.
That would be amazing. Yes.
That's a suggestion. So let's think about it. Let's proceed now, if you agree with me, with our questions.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so unpause the element. Who is your role model in this industry, if you have one, and why?
Okay. Now let me think. So, okay. So let's bring on. Let's go on with what we were talking about. So women in this industry. It's not that you can't find many of them, but one woman that I really, really like for her mission is Tiffany Carter. I don't know if you know her. She was a journalist, and now she's a very famous marketer. She's a very famous entrepreneur, and she's a multimillionaire. And her mission as well is to empower women. And I love the way she does it, because she starts from understanding what's your self-worth, helping you understand what's your self-worth, and respect yourself, and realize that you can really create a positive impact on the world. And then she goes on all the way to the more entrepreneurial stuff, from skill development, time management. She has several programs, but the best thing she has is this podcast, talking about podcasts, and the name is Project Me, where she adopts this very unique communication style. She talks to you as if nobody was there, like she was in front of you sipping a cup of tea and saying, well, girl, this is how it is. And she's very direct. Like, okay, she is the best example I know of somebody that knows the target audience and can really get in their brains and communicate it in a way that it's so effective. They don't even know. I mean, they wouldn't even realize how effective it is. And let me tell you something else. The value of this women is not just for women, it's for men. So whoever is watching this, and as you said, this environment is kind of a sausage party because it's really male dominated. So I would really advise men to listen to her, to learn more about her, because I am very proud to be represented by a woman like Tiffany Carter. So yeah, I mean, this is it. I also see that I am good with the time here because I finished my advance.
I can feel the excitement while you describe her and her mission. So I totally believe that she's the one. Thank you for the answer. You made me curious already, so I will ask you for the YouTube channel so I can see the podcast.
Yes.
But yes, I'm glad that in the first of all, I'm glad that there are some figures in the industry which are creating content at that level. Because being a millionaire, yes, sometimes people just they float on the air. They don't care about the rest. So I made my stuff, whatever. So when you meet people which are in a certain position in the industry, not only in the industry but from a social perspective, and they try to help that's a value which must be respected and should be embraced by everyone else.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you for that. Next one. What's the biggest challenge you ever encountered so far on your road to success?
Oh, okay. Well, the biggest challenge, mindset shift. Mindset shift. Because entering this industry, like who enters this industry has either have a studies background, comes from university, has studied it, but the fact that it's more accessible, means that you can really bring what makes you special, but that you might not have the background. So when you're into business, entrepreneurship, you anyway need some skills. So either you know that or you learn it in the hard way. And for me specifically, this has been a challenge because I am a very creative person and I am a very chaotic person. So organization is not part of me at all. I mean, like what makes me special is my craziness. But at a certain point, I mean, that can only take you up to a certain point. After that, you either sink or swim. So you really have to work on yourself. You have to force yourself. You need the discipline. You need the consistency. You need to learn what accountability really means. And allow me to say that being in this industry has helped me a lot. But another thing that helped me a lot is being a mother, because these skills, man, you really get them. You really learn them in a way or the other. Being responsible for another life, for another human being, helps you a lot. And I am really, really grateful because once you learn, you also learn how to be organized and consistent and disciplined, then the sky is the limit. You never stop learning, but you can really set the basis to go beyond anything you have ever imagined that you could achieve. And I'm also really happy because I feel more complete now. And I can also try to transmit both sides to my daughter in order for her not to learn it in the hard way. So yes, basically I'm always finishing with 30 seconds in advance, I have to say.
I can ask you another question at the end if you want.
Of course, a bonus one. Or we can open that champagne.
Yeah, I totally agree what you're saying. Mindset is really, really important. I felt this on my own skin as well when I transit from being an affiliate to building my own company, first the affiliate network, then the tracking platform, so on and so forth. Now with this event, which is huge, is one of my highest, let's say, responsibilities I ever had. Because if until now I have a bunch of people in the companies, the different projects we have, we're like teams up to 20 people, let's say, and I'm not managing the whole thing. We are separated nicely. But here, you are responsible for hundreds, if not thousands plus people happiness. So it kind of, you need to do everything right, and you need to schedule your time correctly, especially before the event. It's a mess. So if I wouldn't have the right mindset, which I earned it also on the hard way during my 15 years in this industry almost, I would never be able to make it. And no one from my team, because I'm not alone. We have a team, and all my team is the same. We are all focused. I'm the front, but behind me, I have like a lot of hands and heads and people which are thinking, and it's the mindset is the most important thing for whoever wants to have success in this industry, but not only, even outside.
Yeah,
And I always keep learning. That's important.
Yes.
And this podcast is it's also helping with that. Okay, you've been a speaker with us last year. So describe in 3 words, just 3 words, the Affiliate Expo conference.
Okay, so I would say,
You can be critic. I will not get offended. You can be critic if you want.
no, I would say supportive for sure, because what I love is that there are no secrets. People there want you to succeed. Doesn't matter what it costs. So when you go there, it's a guarantee that you're going to learn something, and it takes one piece of information to change your life. Okay. And that is the place where you're going to find it. So it's totally worth the ticket. And everybody has something to say, and nobody cares of how much they give and how much they're taking. Everybody just gives. So that is really the first thing that comes up to me. Second thing, I would say kind of crazy, but crazy in the good way, because even though it's an international conference, it's also very Italian. So crazy in the Italian way. A lot of things go down. Let's keep it general, okay? But I think it makes it fun. Let's say unpredictable. Okay, this is what I meant when I said crazy. I meant unpredictable. So you never know what's gonna happen when things. Sometimes when things start and how they're gonna start. But I love it because conferences can be boring, and sometimes even the most valuable piece of information, you just don't even see it because it's boring. In this case, it's really lively, and I would also say fun. Because this industry can be really lonely. And when people join together, they connect, they welcome the newbies, and it's really fun. People get together. So you're learning, but at the same time, you're making connections, you're having fun, you're giving out, you are, how you say, comparing pieces of information. So all of this put together makes it a great experience. By the time you get to the end of it, you're like, oh my God, it's over. Yeah, I have to sleep for 2 days in a row, but it's a shame that it's over. So yeah, these are like the words I would use to describe it.
Thank you so much for the kind words. And yeah, by the way, have you seen? Well, last year you've been at the closing party. I believe you saw that all the thing was something which we organized in a bit of a rush. This year we had some time, so expect to stay only with your phone in your hands, like always at the closing party. And by the way, the VIP gathering, have you saw my post, the small let's say spoiler we've put on Instagram yesterday?
No, yesterday, no, I don't
The
think
VIP gathering. Okay, you should check it out.
I will.
Anyway, the VIP gathering will be on the 8th, on Saturday, so you shouldn't miss it. It will be up to 150 people, mostly sponsors, speakers, and let's see the cream, because we cannot accommodate more than that. The location is really special, and it's quite challenging with the transportation as well. And that's everything I will say.
No, now you guys be so curious, so
After this,
curious.
you just grab the phone and look on the official page of the Affiliate Expo official Instagram page.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. What are you expecting from the Affiliate Expo conference in Milan this year?
So we are on a mission, okay, with my company. Our mission is to support any e-compreneur, no matter what he does, and support them from any point of view, from managing their business with supplies and fulfillment. But now we also have artificial intelligence. So our brand Panda Rocket, focused on artificial intelligence for e-commerce marketing, is a real game changer. So what I am expecting from this conference is because I know the I know the suite, I know the tools and what they can do. So my mission this year and my expectation is to educate as many people as possible on the value of artificial intelligence and how to use it and the idea that is behind the method. So making people understand that it's not just about having AI doing stuff for you, but to integrate it in your own marketing operations. And it can really, really bring you far ages away from like, you can really hit your goals in no time. You will really have to rethink all your strategies. Yes, and I mean, in 2024, from an insider, I think that the best that I can do is bring this. So yeah, my expectation is to connect with as many e-compreneurs as possible. And I want to see them succeed because I know what Panda Rocket can do for their businesses. And I want to see them hit their goals in a fraction of the time, 10x their revenue, because this is what we're talking about. Boost conversions, engagement, generate content, just like that. So yes, I want to bring this new era and bring it properly, because everybody's still wrapping their head around the value that AI could have. No. The value is something that I want to show you and I want to see benefit from. So yeah, this is my biggest expectation from the conference, to give this kind of value.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I live by let's say by saying that you can make a lot of money by solving people problems. So in this industry, but I think in any industry, you can like become rich by offering value. So you don't need to be like a person which is a narcissist or saying that egocentric. I'm thinking only about myself, whatever. No, it's just about finding a problem, solving it in the right way, and you will make money. That person will make money. Everybody's happy.
Exactly.
Totally agree. And next one. What are three pieces of advice you would give yourself 10 years ago?
Whoa. Okay. So I'm sorry. I have to. I'm thinking. So okay, advice that I would give myself.
Three.
Okay, three. Okay, one.
I will give you an extra minute here. Don't worry.
Yes.
I owe you.
Thank you, because I have a Pentium 2 here, so I'm kidding it. So one would be, you don't need validation. You don't like validation matters, but not that much. I have been, especially when, I mean, now I am big and I'm 38 years old, but 10 years ago I was a different person and I was really dependent on validation. So it's always connected to self-esteem and how much you believe in yourself. So like my technique would be to be validated by somebody. And now looking back, I see that there were many crucial moments where I could have also avoided looking for validation from the outside. Another advice that I would give myself is to always have a plan B, knowing that there is not only a plan A. There is not one way to get there. And this is, yes, definitely, maybe it's the first piece of advice, because I mean, I come from the older generation that says you have to study, you have to have a degree, and you have to do this and that and the other, and if you don't have that previous step, you can't go on. And that is not true. That is not true at all. So that's one of the things I learned in the hardest way, that is almost, regretting almost some choices, because then you don't regret things because you are what you are. You're the result of all your experiences. But at the same time, thinking about my daughter, I will let her definitely know that there are a lot of ways to get where you want to go. And another piece of advice I would give myself, I am thinking, maybe to follow my instinct, because looking back, there are a lot of things that I see that I had intuition about, but I didn't follow my intuition. And now that I'm looking back, I know that probably that would have been the right choice. So yeah, I don't know if they're maybe similar, but if I have to look back at myself and give myself some advice, it's about the choices you make in life. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I totally resonate, especially with the part where you said that you need a plan B, yes, always, and also plan C. You need to have some
Yes.
you need to have some skills, so you need to train yourself to have some skills. So there is one thing which I don't know, do you know Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
The martial art thing.
Of course.
He said something like, I'm not afraid of a person which did exercise 10,000 moves one time. I'm afraid of the person which exercised the same move 10,000 times. So this brings a lot on the table. You need to create for yourself some skills, and you need to manage them extraordinarily. And for sure, you will find your way. With the education, I totally agree. I quit school when I was 17, and I get back into it just to finish my high school when I was 28. And I finished my high school. That's it. I don't have a degree. I don't have an university. But myself, and I have many other people around me which did the same. We studied online, YouTube, forums at that time, blogs. We read a lot. We follow people. So auto education is key. So if I don't have kids, but when I will have kids as well, I will tell them, I will not, yeah, you need to go to school. You need to know how to write, grammar and everything. You need to have a really nice education from this point of view, because school is not only writing and math and everything. You need also to know how to do nice math. Otherwise, you will find yourself in a place when you have a company, you need to do some accounting and you don't know where to start from. Even if there are a lot of tools that can help you today. So yeah, the basics must be studied, but I don't think you need a degree. So if you find yourself in the situation where you are in university, you're not sure if you choose right, is this the right way, you like something else, just switch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
I
exactly.
know people which changed their career when they were around 40, 50. They were engineers before, like construction engineers, and now they are programming. You can learn programming in three years on a decent way just by studying online. And they are making way more money now than they were making when they were engineers. So yeah, totally agree with that, guys. Nice pieces of advice. Thank you, Robin. Next one. Who is your favorite billionaire personality and why? Billionaire.
So
I know only one woman which is billionaire. I know only one. I don't know if you know who is she.
No. Kyle Jenner.
I don't know the name. I know that she just invented the dating app for girls.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name.
What's the name of that app?
Bumble.
Bumble, yes.
Yeah. I don't use it now. It sounds like I do, but not because I was reading the story of this woman. So this is anyway. My favorite billionaire personality. So can I say two?
Yes, and I will give you some extra time because I steal from that.
Well, I'm good at. I'm staying within the time limits, the time constraints. I would say Kanye West. I know that he's kind of, let's say, a lot of people like him, a lot of people don't. And Elon Musk. I know that's kind of cheesy, but I mean, there are reasons. The reason why I really admire Kanye West is because he is a man, a very creative man. So I identify a lot in him. He's a genius, actually, but he's also really good at business. He has it all, and he found a way to monetize every single kind of creativity he has. So he's in the music, and he is in fashion, and he is in beauty, because he's also behind Kim's beauty line. So I really admire him for it. The fact that he knows how to monetize and how to be unique and have companies really depend on him and on his brand. About Elon Musk, I like the fact that he gets his hands dirty. And I mean, people criticize him, but because he has the attributes to do what he does. So at least he does it. He wants to change the world for the better, and he's doing it. And he doesn't give a damn about what other people have to say. Plus, I really love his take on artificial intelligence. I'm sorry if I always go there, but artificial intelligence is really my mission. Educating on it. And think about it. The moment when everybody was saying, oh, AI is going to steal our jobs, and because he didn't understand anything about it, he was the one that really was trying to give a different narrative and have people open their eyes on the potential and on the actual risks of artificial intelligence. So I like the fact that he has this mission as well, and he has his own artificial intelligence. Grok is the name, and he has also recently opened it up to everybody. So the source code, yes, it's open, even though we don't know how they're training this artificial intelligence yet.
Well, Twitter.
What?
Twitter.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, we don't know how they're training it. It's not. This is not that public yet, so I'm kind of curious. Who is using X? Has a premium version of X? Can use it? I don't have it, so I haven't tested it yet. But you see, this makes sense. Also, the fact that he has now put on the table a new discussion, which is something that is so impactful on humanity, should be open to everybody. Because you don't want people, to dominate and decide the kind of narratives. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going long on this. I don't know if you know the story of the autistic child of Midjourney, just to give you an example. There was this test that they made and asking Midjourney over and over and over and over again to give them the image of an autistic child. And Midjourney would always deliver the same result, which is a redhead, a white kid, redhead, always sad. So you see, these are all biases. And the idea behind the intentions of Elon Musk are to really try to make artificial intelligence the result of a collective effort and get rid of these biases. So yeah, most definitely these two people I admire the most.
Okay, I didn't know Kanye is a billionaire though.
Yes, he is. He is. Because he said something like that Forbes is not able to count his money because Forbes, I remember this, like Forbes said that he was a billionaire, but then, and it's saying that quantifying his worth, but then he said, no, it's more than that because at Forbes, they don't know how to count. So that stuck with me.
Okay. Yeah, I like Elon Musk as well. It's my favorite billionaire as well, for different reasons, not the same ones. Some of them, yes, regarding the humanity and everything that he's doing to try to change the planet. in a better way, and to he invested in building electric cars for the pollution, to reduce the pollution,
Yes.
and the resource of the planet should also the abuse of the resource of the planet to be reduced. He's trying to do his best on that, but I really like him because of his way of leadership. To be honest, if I would ever receive a job from them, I would go for free. If I would be able to work near him just to understand better his mindset, I will go for free. I always tell that.
Man is talking to you.
2
Elon, reach
years,
out. HR, reach out to him.
2 3 years, I will go there and be his assistant with no issues. I don't care what the people think. I would just go for it because this is a person which can teach you so much, and I'm so eager for the day when he will maybe launch a podcast, even on X. I don't know if he did it already. I know he's participating at many, but he doesn't have one of his own. This is something I would like to follow. So yeah, I really like him as well. I like how he's playing with all these games with the governments. Even when he acquired X, there was like all this big bada boom that everything will fail. He went there, he optimized the process, like he fired 80% of the people, and voila, everything is working, and it's even profitable.
Yes.
Since a while, if I'm not mistaken, or is there somewhere.
And he's pursuing his idea of freedom of speech, and that is so important. So yes. I mean, the more you talk, the more reasons why I admire him come up. But
Comes to your head, exactly. Okay, so next one. What are the top 3 must-have personality traits to succeed in this business?
Okay. So, well, first of all, you have to be street smart. I don't know if that's a personality trait, but you really have to be street smart because this business is hybrid. It's not 100% corporate, and it's not totally consumer oriented. It's kind of mixed up, and this is the only environment where you can really find kids that are multimillionaires and they really know how to make money, and they have no idea of how certain things work because they haven't been in the market now long enough to develop certain kinds of skills or ethics, etc. So you have to be street smart in the end and be able to adapt. That's the first thing. The second thing, I think that you should really be organized. I always go back there because, yes, that is a big challenge for me. And who is really able to be organized, which means able to manage a team. So that's the extent, is somebody that has a great competitive advantage. Because as I said, this industry is really open. So a lot of people succeed, but there are so many people very successful that don't have this trait. And who has it on the long run can win. And the other trait is being creative. Dude, you gotta be so creative. In every sense possible. It's not just about copywriting or marketing. It's also about adapting and understanding people. You really have to be creative, and that is something. I mean, something that if you don't have it, you have to try to learn it or find a way to be creative, because that is gonna save you. It's gonna differentiate you. It's gonna make you special in the eyes of people that you want to make business with, especially if everybody is aiming, to the same people, to the same companies. So yeah, these 3 most definitely. Almost 30 seconds.
Thank you for sharing. Always 30 seconds. Yes.
You gotta play these numbers at a lotto.
Yeah, I like the street smart thing. The street smart. I never thought about it, but you're right. Because there are also a lot of, let's call them punks in the industry, and you need to know how to manage with those as well.
Hell yes. Yes.
And by the way, fake it until you make it doesn't always work. It's good, but guys, and here I'm speaking about those gurus and those guys which are faking their success just to get some more money from people which want to enter into this industry. You are not welcome. First of all, if you are not giving real quality, I mean, there are a lot of courses and people which are teaching really high quality content, which are providing really high quality content. Most of them are free, or you can buy a book. But people which are selling courses how to make money online with 1, 2, 3,000 euro, those are just. And unfortunately, there are a few of them in this industry. You need to know how to treat that. And when you are inside the company and you are looking to get inside the affiliate marketing field, e-commerce or not, you will find these guys on the way. And if you are not street smart to recognize that they are trying to take advantage of you and of your, let's say, not only kindness, but also ignorance, because at the beginning you are ignorant, you need to learn. You will lose a lot of money because of these guys. So yeah, street smart is just an example, but there are many others.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. It's the first time I'm hearing it, and I will register it here because I really. What's one thing, and I know the answer already, but what's one thing that has impressed you the most in the past 10 years?
Okay, I don't want to be redundant, so I won't say artificial intelligence, even though artificial intelligence just blew my brains. Okay.
Something else.
Okay, can I say one thing that about this industry that really impressed me a lot? Drop shipping. Freaking drop shipping. That is a business model that today, also because of these people that we were talking about earlier, the fake it until you make it people, has kind of a little bit suffered from this. But drop shipping is a business model that changed the lives of so many people, man. People that had no perspective if it would have been like even like 10 years earlier, 20 years earlier, or had like when our parents were younger. Drop shipping really gave the chance to everybody to change their lives. And since it's years I'm in this industry, I have met so many people that have really changed their lives and of their families and have built companies and have found have found self-esteem again, have learned more things about themselves. The idea that you can sell something that you've never seen is really convenient. But it's everything around it, because once you enter, and maybe you're lured in because there is somebody saying that in 3 days you can make a shit ton of money and live in Dubai and blah, blah, blah. Okay, but then when you start doing it, you realize that drop shipping has a lot of potential, but it's a real business. And at that point, that is where you as an entrepreneur come out. That is where you start learning, maybe the hard way, certain skills, but and the fact that it's super persistent, because drop shipping is something that is totally working in 2024. Of course, you have to know how to do it in 2024, and artificial intelligence can definitely make the difference for drop shipping. Don't even get me started. But and also the fact that maybe your major is something else. Maybe you're a creator, you're an influencer, you're focusing on something else. But through drop shipping, you can also monetize even more your personal brand. So it can be your main business, but it also can be something that can support your main business. It has developed so much that and you know what I always say,
you can continue, go ahead.
Okay, last thing that I hope, I've been seeing this for quite a while now, that I really hope that drop shipping will become for youngsters what giving out newspapers, these little jobs that they would do.
I did it
ago. Okay, so probably know. Okay, I would want my daughter to become a media buyer when she's 14 and to do drop shipping. Because I think that those are the skills that now you want your little money, your little something. Okay, learn how to make money, your business. We didn't have this when we were younger. But if we had, what would it be today? So yeah, drop shipping. Love drop shipping.
I did it, the journal stuff, not the drop shipping. Yeah, I did it when I was 19. I was in Italy. Well, it was the only job I could find, like a part-time job. They were paying me 20 euros a day, and I need to go to the yeah. So, guys, drop shipping will not keep you under the sun near a traffic light to, get the journals around. Even if that is not, it's still a job, so it's respectable. Whoever is doing it, it's a good way to learn also how to marketing, how to sell, because you need to sell that freaking journal. Otherwise no one will take it. You cannot just drop it inside the car. You need to sell it. You need to read the title and sell it. So yeah, that was my first actually sales job I ever got. About. But yeah, I agree with you regarding the dropshipping, and I don't want to spoiler, but we are preparing something really, really huge, and you will learn about pretty quick, because I think Yaki of you will be also involved through the AI20, which is our partner in this event. And all you guys are working together. We want to create a platform. We're a group of companies which want to create a platform that will facilitate this, not only for the clients. We have a traffic manager that are looking for new advertisers always. And by the way, yeah, they are coming to this event. A lot of them are coming to this event. That's why we are creating kind of 80% of this event. It's around dropshipping, e-commerce, cash on delivery, lead generation. It's this niche we are trying to approach. And we want to create as I said, a product, a platform where any influencer or a person that has something that wants to sell in dropshipping. Because by the way, dropshipping, you don't need to have the merchandise back to your home. Just can have a great supplier and
like Jackify, by the way, because
deliver it in time, which delivers it in time. That delivers quality product. Pay very big attention, because if you sell crap stuff, it will not work. Maybe you will do 100 sales, but after that, people will know that that product is not good, and you will disappear. And yes, I totally believe that dropshipping is still a thing. Now, however, you need to sell quality, otherwise you will fail.
Yes.
And it's good. For the market, it's amazing.
Yes, exactly.
I will tell you more at the conference. I think you will love the idea.
You better come look for you.
Okay, what's the biggest challenge the industry is facing at this moment, in your opinion?
Okay, allora, this one I can tell you, in my opinion, the biggest challenge is the fact that there are a lot of trends.
A lot of?
A lot of trends.
Trends. Sorry.
So sometimes I think like I put myself in the shoes of people that are entering the industry now, and it's difficult to try to understand where the real value is. I mean, everything is valuable, don't get me wrong, but the fact is that every year there is a sexy word, okay? And of course, I mean, it's okay to be excited and everything, but sometimes it really makes you lose the idea of what actually matters. So I remember when a hot word was drop shipping. Before that, it was affiliate marketing. After drop shipping, it was NFTs. Ooh, NFTs at a certain point, it was just that, and nothing else mattered. Like everything sucks, everything else sucks, and it's not like that. Crypto, at a certain point, forget about everything. It's all a matter of crypto. Of course, now we're talking about artificial intelligence, even though I think that it's a little different, because here we really have a paradigm change. So it's a little different. But what I mean is that also at conferences, now I'm not talking about Affiliate Expo, but in general, sometimes the fact that there is a trend would exclude totally other branches. But these branches are consolidating, they're getting stronger and stronger. So that would be the moment where you should really educate and continue to involve people. So the trends are the only thing this industry should be really careful of. And okay, the excitement and ride the wave, but at the same time, just remember that there are a lot of things, and that in 10 years this industry, I mean, will be amazing and will have a lot of components and something new, because anyway it's technology based, so there's always going to be something new, man. So we really need to learn to have everything, and always, keep an eye on everything for everybody.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. And yes, I agree that sometimes if a person comes to a conference and maybe it's the first time or the second time he's visiting a different conference or the same conference, doesn't matter. It can get very confusing because, yeah, you arrive there and you see, for example, if you could go to the lineup of the speakers, you will see that they are approaching maybe only specific subjects matters. And I totally agree that it's so vast that you can just find your niche. I mean, if you are good, you don't need to look at you need to look at the overall situation, yes, but you don't need to be discouraged if you don't feel that you are part of that, because you can find your niche in affiliate marketing, whatever you sell online, not only affiliate marketing, as I said, crypto, NFTs, everything that can be pushed online. Some years ago in Italy was very common, the online courses. It was like
online courses, CBD,
like
all these.
an explosion. And however, those online courses, even if that now they are not working that much anymore because of the gurus we spoke before, because there were some guys which give some value, but there were many of those which didn't. But because of that, Italy at the moment, in my opinion, is the biggest country in the world in terms of media buyers. I mean, I never saw a concentration that big of media buyers in a country than I saw in Italy. I mean, in Italy, affiliate marketing is 90% media buying. The other 10% are doing SEO, some other stuff. 90% is media buying. If you go in other countries like Romania, USA is email marketing, SMS. Romania is SEO. So different countries, different aspects. But Italy, in my opinion, it's the biggest, let's say, horde of media buyers that you will ever encounter. So that's why when we have created the conferences, I said, guys, we have a really, really big asset. In Italy, there are a lot of Italians which, okay, don't speak English, but there are a lot of them that are also speaking English. So yeah, when we changed from Italian to English, specifically in 2023, last year, we had a nice drop in attendees because they were afraid they will not understand what are people talking about. Everything will be in English. But this year we already saw a big change because people speak between each other, no? So they said, no, they had like live translations. They speak in English, but you understand. So now we see that there is a difference.
Plus, I see that there is an Italian stage and an international stage, and this will help.
There is an Italian angle, yes, where people will speak in Italian. So yeah, that's why we have differentiate a little bit. We want to serve also the local market, but we want to focus on the international, because guys, if you're in Italy, if you have a friend which doesn't speak English or doesn't speak it very well, I mean, yeah, you can get a lot of value from the Italian speakers, of course. It is a lot, but guys, the first things comes from abroad. When a new trend comes, it will always start from abroad. So you need to speak English, you need to master it. And when you come to this conference, you don't need to be perfect in English. You just need to be able to have a conversation. Even if you're using a lot of the hands, doesn't matter.
Yeah. And there's so many bilingual people. Io parlo italiano, so you can talk to me if you parlarmi in qualunque lingua tu voglia. So yes, you just come. Maybe you can come for the Italian part, but then you're gonna find a lot of value from everybody else.
Exactly. So yeah, I totally agree that the trends confuse people, but you need to be bold to get into this industry. So if some trends are scaring you, that's already an issue. We start from you, and we come back to what you said before, that you need to have a good mindset.
No.
Next one. Do you think it is important to attend industry conferences? And if yes, why? Because you have attended so many. So
yes, yeah. If you don't do what you're doing. It has to be. It has not. You shouldn't even consider it a plus. It should be the base. Like I am programming my year from where I start conferences. Those change your life. They're so refreshing. You need them psychologically because, as I said before, this is such a lonely industry. People, there are so many solopreneurs, so many young people, but also even if you're working in a team, at a certain point, it's you and the screen, and maybe yes, the rest of your team, but then that's it. So first of all, you really need to get out there. First of all. Secondly, you need to connect, networking. Your business is maybe 50% how much you're good, your skill, the ideas you had in the marketing and the cooperation and blah. Okay, amazing. The other 50% is your connections. Your connections from every point of view, maybe because they bring you business, maybe because they bring you ideas and they inspire you, maybe because they allow you to connect somewhere else, maybe because they take you to another conference. As I said, conferences make the difference because it takes one piece of information. In your journey, you are going from A to B and from B to C and from C to D. But when you go to a conference, you can get from A to freaking M, and you don't even know how it happened. And this can only happen if you go to a conference. So it's crucial to attend conferences. And you know what? Every time I meet people that are at their first conference, they all have the same face. They're all blown away because maybe they only attended 2 speeches and they are already like, oh my God, I have to go home. I have to do this stuff. Oh, baby, wait to the end of this. And then when we follow up and you have the time to talk and you share with them your experience, you give them perspective, you give them information, you really can change somebody's life. And this is for everybody, I mind you. It's not just for the single person. It's also for companies, for how you call them, for educators, for gurus, for everybody. This is an industry that comes from the internet. And internet is information that goes around. And we are the result of processing a lot of shitty information and retaining the good one. So when you go to a conference, don't be shy. You just go there and talk to everybody. And the more, the better. And if you're an introvert, don't worry, because then you're going to find the extroverts, and then we're going to get you. Okay, done.
One extra minute. I like it.
No,
we even finished it. And 1 extra minute, however, continue because I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually got to the end of it, but yes, I mean, if I had to talk to anybody, so okay, let's say somebody came up to me and said, you know, I have $200 left. Okay, I would say 100 of those, you get a conference ticket. That's it. That is the way you monetize it. And of course, you go to the conference. It has to be a good conference, of course, like Affiliate Expo, for example. And at that point, you make that money count. But I can assure you that if you speak to 10 people, you will have 10 pieces of information. You will have 5 introductions. You will have 2 deals that are going to change the course of your business. If you don't go to conferences, the work that you put in place during the whole year doesn't make sense. It's not going to make sense because you're going to you can really 10x it like that, 100x it. I know that I am very excited when I talk about these things, but if you try it for yourself, then you can really understand the excitement. So yeah.
I totally agree. And I can also give an example of myself regarding the one piece of information that can change your business. I remember I was in 2015. We just launched our affiliate network back then, and with me and with all my team. And I remember, I think I saw you as well at that conference. You were working with that other company. Anyway, with dropshipping. Anyway, and I've been in Prague, or it was 2016. I don't remember. We just launched Traffic Manager, and we had at that time we had an affiliate network. We had a lot of traffic from our websites. And I remember in a conversation with someone told me, because we were doing SEO, we're generating traffic through SEO. And this person told me, you know what's gold now in terms of traffic? I say, why? Mexico. I said, Mexico. What the heck would I care from Europe about traffic from Mexico. He said, bro, believe me, if you have Mexico traffic, send it to me. Okay, this conference ended. We had some other introductions, some other stuff which didn't conclude. We had a few new advertisers in the network. They were making decently, but in the meantime, we started to build traffic for Mexico. Which, by the way, since there was no competition in terms of SEO, we jumped with the websites in 1 month and a half. We were already in the first position for specific keywords. And then I saw like conversions coming with like 15 cents a conversions, but thousands of them per hour. And I was like, what the heck? So that piece of information alone brought me bread on the table and a really nice piece of profit for the next 8 months until yeah. And this is not the only example I have, but just to keep it simple. And yeah, I agree that I don't say that, okay, if you have 200 euro, invest 100 here and buy a conference ticket, because maybe it sounds a little bit strange or too aggressive, because one with 200 euro in his pocket say, I would prefer to eat, because that's the mindset, whatever. But if you are thinking to buy a course from somewhere to learn about affiliate marketing and how to make money online, you would better buy a conference ticket.
Yes,
because you will learn
what I meant.
100 times the information you will find in that course. You don't even know who that person is, or maybe you saw him around, that maybe he's even good, but that person doesn't master everything. In a conference, you will have features and all the schedule that it's always educational. As you said, you will meet a lot of people from different angles of this industry with different approaches, different projects, different ideas, and it's impossible not to find a freaking person to work with and to make money with. It's impossible. I mean, you need to, even if you sit in an angle drinking a coffee alone because you're afraid you're too introvert, at a certain point someone will approach you and say, hey bro, what are you doing for a living?
Exactly. What do you do?
Yeah. What are you here all alone, you know?
Exactly.
So totally agree. I always do a lot of conferences myself. I've never imagined myself in the situation when I would organize one, but it's amazing. Yes. I mean, I do conferences since 2000, I think 11. The first one I did was in Amsterdam. And for me, it was the first time I get out of another country beside Italy, because I'm Romanian. I was living in Romania at that time, but I just came back from Italy after 10 years spent in Italy. So beside Italy, I didn't know other countries. So that was the first country abroad beside Italy. It was a game changer, that conference. I was feeling like so small and insignificant, even if I was not an affiliate, which were making a decent amount of money. But when I saw all these people flashing the money around the businesses, it was a different also environment back then, because they were making money like this. Now it's harder. You need to put some really, really great effort. Back then, let's say the conference there was a period with mobile subscription. This industry was really crazy. I mean, it was looking like a wild, wild west. People were flashing money around, throwing money on incredible parties in the most expensive places you could ever imagine, and they were inviting affiliates over. So you would be an affiliate which were making like 1,000 euro, 2,000, 3,000 a month, whatever, doesn't matter the amount, they would call you in because they wanted your traffic so bad. And I had the experience. I had I think I was also yeah, I think there is a video, a music video on MTV with a crew that I was working with, and they called me, but I couldn't make it in time to appear in that MTV video. They basically bought their in with on MTV with a video. It's called SGM. You can look for it. It comes from I would not say it because maybe then YouTube will ban me, but it's called SGM, and the song is Pussy Juice. I'm not joking. Listen, search for it. You will love the song. It's amazing.
I won't forget it. That's for sure.
Yeah. I hope I will not be banned by this other one. But that's the song. What can I say? So search for it. I think Didi Freeman or something like that is the name of the rapper. It's rap music. I love rap music. I even have it in my car even today. The sound, the bass, it's amazing. And that was, I didn't make it in time for 10 minutes. I didn't appear to that video. But just to tell you that people had so much money that they would invite like even MTV crews to film a video and they would buy their spot into MTV. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you for being with us. I hope you enjoyed me. I hope you enjoyed more Robin. Robin, you were great. You have a really, really great energy. I love it. You're always smiling. You are always like full of, I don't know, you're like, in Italian, you can say solare. Like you feel like a really, really good vibe. Doesn't matter if you are in the same room with the people or like this online, you still transmit the same energy. And I congratulate you for that. I think that this is one of the most, the biggest traits you have actually.
Thank
As
you.
a personal, yeah. Looking forward to see you in Milan. And guys, remember to like, subscribe the video, share a comment, tell us what you think about what we discussed so far. Follow Robin on social media. We have her on the website. You can look into the speakers area. He has all his social media profiles. You can approach her with questions about Yaki Ofi and what they are doing. It's an amazing tool. I saw it last year. They've been a main speaker to our page, in our event as well. This year, she will be again on the stage talking about AI with another very interesting speaker as well. I will not spoil her, but it will be a really nice panel formed by two people. But yeah, two really amazing and well-prepared persons. One male, one female. By the way, we're trying to keeping it
Balance.
Yes, and we have another panel about AI, which is all covered by women, all of it.
Amazing.
For girls, yes. So yeah, Robin, if you have something to say before.
Well, thank you. A big fat thank you. You have been an amazing host. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate your insights. You were born for this. You have a lot of skills, but this one, I know that you have a lot, you focus on a lot, but this one, keep it there because you're really, really good at it. I can't wait to see you live and hug you again and see all of you who are watching. So come to Affiliate Expo. And since I really wasn't sure if we were going to drink, I just thought I brought my own bottle of champagne. I was like in love with this. So that's a reason, another reason why we have to see each other, because we got to open this bottle. There has to be a second episode with all of the guests.
Yeah, I wanted to do it at the Affiliate Expo to grab all the guests together and open some bottle of champagne and just like brainstorm for 1 hour or so, a few stuff about us, how did we end up in this industry, stuff like that. Amazing. And yeah, for sure we will do it. I would love to do it live, and I will keep going with it. I would like to build, when I will have enough money and I will buy my own private jet, I would like to do a different kind of podcast. When I will have, not if I will have, by the way, mindset. I would like to have this private jet here, small one, 6 people, just travel to the my let's say speaker or in the person I'm inviting to do the podcast with me, go there, have it in person in his city somewhere in a coffee shop, whatever, and then fly over again and again and again. But it's still too early for it, but I have it here, so one day.
Manifest it, baby, because I want to be on that jet and I'm geared up already. So manifest it. I'm ready.
We will have, it will be 10 bottles of champagne and 1 question. Someone saw, it's not mine. Someone else said it in a comment at a certain point, knowing me that I like champagne. He said, bro, that doesn't suit you. It should be like 1 question and 10 bottles of champagne.
Love that.
Okay. Guys, thank you again for being with us. We don't want to keep you too much from your time. It was an amazing hour. It's almost an hour since we started. Robin, you were amazing. Looking forward to see you in Milan.
We are.
And yeah, see you everyone soon. Have a good one.
Ciao.